Hi everyone, Michelle here, and welcome to the DailyM. As many of you teachers may know, teacher training is going on right now in Acapulco, and they're in their third or fourth week, I believe, and I was reminded of what happens at your third or fourth week. You start to have, remember teachers, we called it episodes. When you start breaking down and you cry and you feel extremely frustrated and you're wondering if you made the right decision and your confidence goes down and all the insecurities that you thought that you were done with show up like a storm, but it's all good. It's all good, and I know you know that, and I know all you teachers out there came out realizing that that was necessary. That's the whole point. Teacher training, yeah, you come out being a teacher or starting to be a teacher, but really it's a transformation that happens if you let it. I know it did for me. I'm reminded of that because members, students, those of you taking yoga, that's going to happen to you too. I often think about the yoga, how it brings us in touch with our soul level, because that soul level has a really wise inner knowing. It knows who you are, it knows your destiny, and when you touch upon that, you get so excited because that's the vibrancy, that's the area where you feel most alive and in which you want to live out. But there's soot on that soul, so you have to start removing that soot, and sometimes what happens is you start to have really deep, dark episodes, and then all of a sudden you start to confront and say, gosh, you have no confidence, am I doing the right thing? You get really upset and frustrated, and that's where courage comes in. I mean, that's what courage is, is to be able to face those things and to have deep faith and inner knowing that you'll get through it, and that'll be the soil to set you free and who you really are. Anthony Robbins said this, that if you look at nature, it never grows in a straight line. I mean, think about a tree, a gorgeous, beautiful tree like you see here. Mm-hmm. If you were to isolate just a single branch, you would look at it and go, oh my God, that went the wrong way. Or, ooh, how come that's so nubby? Or, oh, look at it, looks like it's dead. But when you look at it as a whole, you realize, right, that it was just part of the magic of making the tree be this beautiful tree. So you're never going to grow in a straight line, and that's the point. Remember, evolution doesn't go like this, right? It's a constant circle. Evolution goes like this. It spirals up, and every time you go back to the beginning, you have all this new growth that you're going to use, and you just keep climbing higher and higher and higher. So I share that with you today. It's ironic, actually, that it's October the 13th. I don't know about you guys, but today I felt some rough stuff this morning myself. Too, I have to be reminded that sometimes when you live your truth, some of that stuff comes in and you're like questioning yourself again, but you got to trust that inner knowing, everybody. And then remember what I had said before. You got to know that what you're saying and doing, that you mean it, that you're always coming from love, right? And that you can honor and defend that decision, right? The integrity of yourself. So your process also influences everybody else's process around you, so trust that. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for listening.